Okay, I've done section 3 of Offshore Pirate. Curtis, getting more the story of Curtis Carlyle, who has grown up poor and white, and describes his childhood friends using the racial slur, PAs. Just yeah, yeah. And there is use of the N-word. You know, it's pretty heavy that way. And you know, he finds he makes a living, musical talent, by being the only kind of the white band leader for with a bunch of black musicians. And he desperately wants to strike out on his own, but all the managers say, "Oh no, that would be artistic suicide." And you know, there's this thing of he thinks, at least in his telling, that he is the best thing in the band. It's his particular timing that's made them the success. It's not anything to do with these black men. And you wonder if that was true, that he wouldn't actually have been able to strike out on his own. But that apparently doesn't happen, which makes you think, oh, maybe he actually is probably just using he's the white guy to kind of make the white audiences comfortable for when these other black performers, who are probably much better than him, come up. That might be just me reading into the text. And there's war. This is another thing where he is former war guy. He is not somebody who saw action. He gets quickly plucked as, oh, you're going to be a band leader. You're going to entertain the troops, but you're not actually going to go to war himself. And you get this very Fitzgerald hero thing of like, even before the war, he was dissatisfied. He wanted to be a part of the aristocracy. He wanted to make lots of money and get let into kind of the shining, glorious, you know, higher people. But he feels like, you know, the way he was making money, that they wouldn't let him in. He was just a kind of a clown figure. And that, even with the war, it's like, oh, I didn't get to go to war. I didn't get to join that fraternity either. I'm still denied the stuff that I want. It's very much that kind of very much poor white, kind of like, oh, I'm not getting all this stuff. At the same time, there's just this underlying thing of like, and they're being served by a black man while he's telling them the story, setting out the meal. You know, it's like, oh, you're poor and oppressed, but we see you using all that. And he's obviously ridden on the backs of these black musicians to get where he has gotten, and has probably now gotten them into horrible trouble with whatever heist he has pulled off, and indeed by stealing the ship and kidnapping Ardita and the crew, that any of the crew that actually resist, they've been tied to the bunks. So again, Fitzgerald's really interested in crappy people. People that are pretty unlikable, pretty entitled. Ardita is bored and spoiled and an egotist. The ship that they have taken over is the Dscssn, which you know, Fitzgerald's really interested in the bored, the thoughtlessly rich, and also the ones who are just so hungry to get to get this kind of empty success. So yeah, that is section 3 of Offshore Pirate by F. Scott Fitzgerald. More videos later.